Is this upside down? Because what's crazy is it's got to be upside down. My phone case is like upside down right now. Someone comment for me. Is it upside down? What's up, Pat? Ugh. Anthony Julian, what's up? What's up, Craig? What's up, Brian? What's up, Maureen? What's up? What's up? Hey, Scott. So, how's everyone's week been going? Here we go, your new power washer from. So, I got the new power washer from. Let me make sure I get this right. I'm gonna look it up. Hmm. What is that? What is the place called? I'm gonna look it up real quick. It's something like pressure washer store, power washer store, but there's so many different stores with that name, so I want to get it right. Oh, I know how to find it out right now. Maureen Smith. Pressure washer products. Pressure washer products. .com. Yeah, pretty much. I got everything out of. Did we finish moving? Yeah. I mean, got everything out of the old apartment at my new location. It's a mess, but I just don't really have time to organize everything just yet. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure like that's the pressure washer products is like probably your cheapest bet for the belt-driven unit. But I will tell you, I didn't have a great experience with the customer service. Kind of got into it with them. Um, my unit, flipped over upside down when I went to pick it up. The shipping people loaded upside down, and pressure washer products they're just jerks about it. They're basically just like not trying to help me out at all. Luckily, it was good. I brought it to a Honda certified guy, and he checked it out for me for free, which was cool. I had to buy an air filter and stuff like, and it was fine. It's good. But when it first happened, I was pretty upset because I'm like, man, I just spent all this money, and the machine flipped upside down, and I have to do all this stuff just to get it running right. Like I did not want to deal with it. I just wanted to send it back and start over, but they were not going for that. I was like, wait a minute, what? How is that even a choice? But I mean, it does cost a lot of money to ship these things back and forth. But yeah, I just wasn't happy. Let's see what else people are saying. Did I ever use the X-Jet? Yeah, I used the X-Jet when I first started off because I could not figure out downstream injecting, because nobody really goes in depth about downstreaming. You just, when you watch these videos, it's just everyone's downstreaming and everything's happy-go-lucky, and there's you know, you have to factor in the length of hose. So if you get, so say you got your power washer and you buy 150 feet of hose or 200 feet of hose, your downstream injector that thing came with is not going to draw a chemical. And it took me a little bit to figure that out, but I got a downstream injector hooked up and I was downstreaming. Thing with the X-Jet works, and I was doing house washers with it, but it sucks because I had like a bucket on a dolly and I'd wheel it around the house, but like there's so much more risk for accidents, you know, because you're pulling hoses and whatnot, so you could easily knock that bucket over, which happened. I dumped a whole bucket of chem at a house twice. At like one of the first houses that I used the thing at, I tipped it over twice, killed all their grass. It's a big old circle of dead grass. Like, it didn't die when I was there, but like when I left, they called me back and they're like, so I had to go out there, rake all that dead grass out, put a repair lawn kit on there. But EnviroSpec store, no, I haven't. I don't even know what that is. The amount of SH in a 5-gallon bucket when downstreaming, I use 12.5% SH, and I just do half and half. So 2 gallons of SH, 2 gallons of water, and about 4 or 5 ounces of eliminator is what I use as my surfactant. And it's not all like precise measuring. Like, I basically will fill a bucket up halfway with water, dump 2 gallons of SH in there, and then I do use like pretty much exact measuring. I got a little cup, special cup with like ounces. I think it measures like each, like up to 8 ounces. And then I got a bigger one that does 16 ounces. Measure that, dump it in, boom. But with the trailer, we're gonna get set up here soon to just have like a chem tank. The thing is, the guy I get my chem from locally, he either doesn't want to or can't get larger amounts of chem. He can only get it in gallon containers, and I'm just not trying to deal with that. You mess with oil stains on concrete, I don't really come across it, to be honest with you. People just don't really care, around me at least. What's up from Louisiana? I just got home from washing. We're stupid busy down here. Yeah, I'd say so. It's 10:13 p.m. where I'm at. That's good, though. That's good. I mean, kind of. I don't know if I'd want to work that late. You gotta live a little. So, I've been on the computer like all day, just tweaking my customer factor and just making things cleaner and nicer, a little more automated. I finally finished this estimate. I was out measuring 32 different buildings, a big apartment complex, 32 buildings for gutter cleaning. And it's like a mix of like 1-story, 2-story, and 3 stories. Like all the buildings are different, and they're kind of like, some are like 2-story, and then they bump up to 3-story, and it was a lot of measuring. Took days just to measure it. Be glad you can get 12%. Walmart is the only one that I can find with 10%. You don't have any like pool stores near you? The pool stores are the ones that are going to have that chlorine. And I even seen Menards was selling 12.5%. Without buying SH in bulk, is that an option up there? Yeah, I was just saying, Mike, I haven't been able to find it in bulk. I don't understand why you can't just order it online like anything else. It must be something to do with a dangerous chemical, or maybe you could like make bombs out of it if you have too much of it or something. 6 houses, 4 driveways, in one day. None of them have SH anymore. What, because of the season? It's getting cold. My pool supply guy carries it year round. He has it all like year round. I could buy it in the middle of winter if I wanted. These things are hard to hit. Dude, so I just hopped on. Luke the window cleaner said I was his favorite YouTuber. That's awesome. Does he have a video saying that? I should check it out. I'm blushing. Aww. Yeah, so I just hopped on this I just hopped on this forum, and it's got me like irritated. I haven't used the forum all year. This Power Washing Resource Association, I'm sure you guys know of it. If you don't even check it out. So I used to use it last year, and it's all the same creeps on there. And they all have this arrogant way of speaking where they literally think they know everything. And it's like, if you were really that legit and knew what you were doing, you wouldn't be on these forums for like every single day. Like, literally, I posted, and the same 3 people had something to say, and it's like, don't you do anything with your life? But so I posted on here, just in a desperate attempt, because I'm doing this huge bid for 32 apartment buildings. Like, I mean, realistically, this is like a $30,000 job, and like my own self-limiting beliefs are just like, whoa. Like, I just can't fathom the fact that they're about to probably spend this type of money. So I'm like, something's got to be off, something's wrong. Like, what am I missing here? I just want everything to be perfect, you know? So I reached out, put down the things I considered, made it clear that the roofs are not walkable. The pitch is very steep, and, you know, a lot of things are 3-story high, and really, if you want to be in OSHA compliance, you shouldn't be walking roofs anyway, unless you got roof anchors and stuff. And these jagoffs, man, they're literally, first it was pics usually help, which the pics are really not necessary. I already stated what I needed to say. Like, you really just want to see what it looks like. So I went on Google Maps, took some pictures, or screenshots of pictures, and posted them up there just to make them happy. And then they said, you can't walk the roofs, or you don't want to. There's a difference. What you don't want to do, another company will do. They'll bid the job with blowers, walking the roof if it can be done. Remember, somebody put that roof on, so it can be done. Most Section 8, then this is another guy, most Section 8 roofs have a pretty low pitch. Like blank said, a pick or two would help. And then I said, and this is why I never use the forums anymore. Thanks for the input. I comply with OSHA law, and I could care less about what another company would do. Innocent bystander says, you look forward to hearing what other people say unless you don't like it. Getting elevation is walkable. Backside is 4 ladder placements. I'd be at $200 per building and allow 15 minutes max with 4 guys. Good luck. You stupid. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really not that mad, but it's like, you don't know shit, man. These buildings are huge. You are not going to do this for $200 a building in 15 minutes max. But it just shows they don't know what they're talking about, yo. Alright, enough ranting about that. They're really not trolls, though. They're literally serious. Like, they're so serious, and they literally think they know what they're doing. more comments, and I'm like getting irritated. JLG. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna rental it. Yeah, I'm just gonna log out of this thing, honestly. I could care less what these guys say. Yeah, I'm logging out before I start saying stuff back to them. Totally, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. Like, I know if a roof's walkable or not. I was there, I looked at the buildings, I was there for days measuring them. I'm not an idiot. I know if it's walkable or not. It's not walkable. What's the system you use when on the customer factor when they pick up your calls? The script you gave to them. Shoot by and I'll edit the number. So yeah, customer factor doesn't take my calls. I use an answering service. I use a separate answering service. It's called the Phone Nanny down in Florida. If you decide to use the phone, I should be promoting them actually, because they told me if I get people to sign up with them, they'll give me like, I think like a month free or something. So how long do you think it would take to do this job? Dude, easily a week. And I'm probably at like, I wish I didn't measure all these gutters because it was like so unnecessary, but I was just so overwhelmed by it because once I measured them, like here's an example. So I measured, here's one building, and it's over 500 feet, but less than 600 feet. And I was thinking in my head I'd charge them $1 a foot for 1 story, $2 a foot for 2 story, $3 a foot for 3 story. But at that rate, I'm like over $1,000 on this one building for gutter cleaning. And I really don't know if I could see, I'd probably be at like 400 or 500 for the building, and then yeah, factor in the cost for the rent of a lift and use ladders on the lower stuff. What's the customer factor for? It's a customer relations software. So let me see. So, for example, with the Phone Nanny, so people call my business, Phone Nanny answers, "Hey, it's Monica, Wise Professional Services. Hey, I was looking to get my windows cleaned. All right, let me get your name." They take all the information and they plug it into the phone, my CRM software. So then I get an email saying, "You have another interested prospect." And then I click the email and it says blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. So those are coming in during the day. I get a few of them a day, and some days are better than others, whatever. So once I get a few, I go do estimates. I go around, take notes, and then all I got to do is come back home, go on my computer, search their name, and then I write them up an estimate. So for my estimates, I already have pre-made scripts. So like for a house wash, 1 story, it has this, matter of fact, I'll read it to you right now. Here's what it says for house washing. This is pure gold. So take out your notepad. I don't even know if I doubt it would even show the screen so bright. Oh, it does show, huh? Well, we're not going to do that because then I got to hold the phone here and I can't even see what I'm doing. How did I have this set up? It was so perfect. Shit. was on the other end watching this. People do stuff like that, it makes me dizzy. Alright, we're good. I'm overthinking it. So, I have bullet points, like numbers, but they're little bullets. Siding sterilization. We kill the underlying root system of algae. Proper cleaning techniques recommended by siding manufacturers. No high pressure. High pressure will cause damage to siding. Trained soft wash technician. The process. I gotta fix that. Process. Your entire home will be treated and sterilized with water-based cleaning agents. Green algae and mold spores will actually be killed off all the way down to the underlying root system. Bug nests, spider webs, debris trapped behind shutters, and black organic growth on the face of gutters will be broken down, dissolved, and rinsed clean and clear. If homeowner has any issues with allergens, this process may even offer some relief. I have been breathing funny. We soft wash each home, meaning we do not use high pressure on siding. High pressure and water on siding is not how to properly clean vinyl. High pressure will cause damage, and finished results would be subpar to a soft wash. 16-month green-free guarantee. Hey. And then, let's see, I got then I got the basic window cleaning, deluxe window cleaning, premium window cleaning. I gotta find them. I got a whole bunch of little estimates, like pre-made. It's getting kind of meshy. Where the hell is it? Deluxe window cleaning. Interior and exterior windows are cleaned. Outer frame is wiped and detailed. Heavily soiled glass is reconditioned using fine-grade steel wool. Razors are not used to ensure zero possibilities of scratching your windows. An upcharge of $3 per screen cleaned. We clean each screen with an exclusive screen cleaning machine, highly effective for even the dirtiest of screens. There's an upcharge for French pane removable inserts, $2 each. We are not responsible for broken inserts. In parentheses, disregard if you have no inserts. When I'm doing an estimate from the outside of a home, it's hard to tell if there's actual removable inserts or not. But what sucks is when you come up to a job and you realize there's removable French pane inserts and you're like, oh, I hate these things. And then it says expectations. Windows will be 100% spot-free, drip-free, and streak-free. Frames and ledges are dry and wiped clear of standing water. Bugs and debris are vacuumed up. A walkthrough at the end of each job to ensure 100% satisfaction. But I mean, this is already, so when you're doing normal estimates without the customer factor, you're literally having to type, if you even would go this far, but you would have to type all this stuff every single time. Screw that. So I do everything once. I make it real nice and crispy once, and then they get this nice estimate. And then that's not even the end of it. Then I send it to them. You guys just gotta get it to see it. But you send it to them as a big proposal, and I'll just show you some of the stuff that comes with the proposal. It's so it starts with an introduction, basically just a short few paragraphs saying how awesome of a company we are. There's a copy of our insurance, a W-9 form. There's before and after photos. There's testimonials. We show additional services that we offer. Then finally the proposal, and then there's an in closing tab, and then they can either accept or decline. There's no other company out here doing it like this, and that's the key to my growth. All right. It's $45 a month. It pays for itself. It is not pricey whatsoever. My phone bill's more than that. The time and effort it saves, it's literally so worth it. I don't even actually notice it on my bank statement. It's equivalent to Burger King popping up on my bank statement. How many hotels with pool services are in? They could probably supply SH and boat. Thinking of because that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. I should go talk to him. I'm actually kind of cool with this guy who owns a hotel down the way. He was going to have me do some service. Where to get your wand tips? The one that has many ends. Yeah, it's J-Rod Pressure Tech. But don't hesitate to call like the customer service if you're not sure which one to order, and explain what machine you have, and the guy will get you set up with the right tips, because there's a few different choices, you know. I know the 4 gallon a minute is like the 2540 is the number, and then the 8 gallon a minute is the 2550. Um, what else? Y'all got so many other questions? Anyone win the price contest? Yeah. No. There's one guy who was $8 off. He was $8 close, and yeah, I can't tell you his name because then you guys will just go look at his name, and then like within like 16 people, you'll get it. But man, I wish he got it because he's been watching me for a little bit. I see his name pop up. I'll tell you this much. It's less than 1,000. So anyone over 1,000, sorry. I had a customer. I follow up with people who I don't hear back from a proposal within like a week. I call them just to make sure they got it and stuff, because that happens a lot. You just sometimes have the wrong email. It's off by a letter or whatnot. And he was a nut. I mean, I don't want to say that. He's not a nut. Um, he was just super thorough. Like the questions he was asking me, I was like, wow. Luckily, I was like quick and I had an answer for everything. And he was asking this, that, and the other. And, you know, but I had to stop him at one point. And I was like, can I ask you something? He's like, sure. I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never had a residential customer be this thorough and ask me so many questions. And I hope you don't take that offensively. I'm just curious. I just want to know genuinely, have you ever had, um, exterior cleaning services done in the past, or have you ever had like an issue happen that's like made you kind of um, doubt, kind of skeptical of the whole process? Is there a reason? Because I just want to make sure that I got all my ducks in a row, and we avoid anything if anything's happened in the past. It's like, oh no, that's a fair question. I've just been like this all my life, and he was like a cop and stuff, I guess, too. So just thought I'd share that. It's interesting. Yeah, 4 gallon a minute. 4 gallon a minute, you might even reach 3 stories if you're lucky. If you stand on your tippy toes. If you get a little, it's not a bad idea to have like a few different wands. So like I like the pistol grip, no wand. I just have the fittings, so it's just the pistol grip. Especially with the 8 gallon a minute machine. 8 gallon a minute machine is a whole nother monster. Like if you have a wand on it, it's almost, you get too close to houses. Especially if you're trying to do like the front porch, it's like too much. Um, with the 4 gallon a minute machine, I'd even have the pistol grip for like 1 story homes, because you don't need the wand for 1 story homes. It's nice just to have that lightweight handle. So the one, you got the pistol grip, and then you have like a 3 or 4 foot wand, depending on your height. Like a tall person might want a 4 foot wand, and a shorter person or average height person might want a 3 foot wand. And then it's not a bad idea to have like a Big Daddy, like a 74-inch wand or something, for like when you just got this real high peak or a real tall chimney, and you're like 10 feet away, that little boost totally help out. What tip should I use for the pistol grip? You'd use you got to get extra fittings. So there's what's called the male and female threads. Female is you would screw into it, and the male ends has the threads on it. So I always grab like different sizes. So, and then you got You got this, I think it's like a 1/4 inch and then 3/4 inch size. So the 3/4 inch is like the bigger quick connects for like your, like what your high pressure hose connects with, and then the 1/4 inch ones is like what the tips is, like at the end of your gun is like what the tips connect to. It's like the smaller size. You just grab a few of them, like have a variety of them, then you won't run into issues, because it happens. You'll think you have the right tips, and then you're like just one off. And a lot of the times local stores don't sell like the male threaded tips or fittings and stuff. So Ray from Ray's Day. I do know Ray. I don't know him, but I've seen his videos. He's a weird buckaroo. I'll tell you about Ray. Um, he had a channel called Wash Life, and I mean he does good jobs with channels. I mean he edits his videos nicely. They're entertaining. They're informative. And he had a channel called Wash Life, and he got up there with subscribers. I don't know if he hit 1,000, or I think he did hit 1,000. And then all of a sudden he deleted his channel. I was like, okay, what happened? You know, people were like, what happened to this guy? And then he comes back as Ray's Days, and he's posting about his truck and his flatbed and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, he's back. Still don't know what happened though. And apparently, what you're telling me, I haven't looked at his channel. But apparently, what you're telling me is he's deleted his channel again. So I don't know if he just freaks out or what. I don't know what his deal is. Saw your Google page where it says address. You just have DeKalb window cleaning, DeKalb window services. My question is, to verify your Google page, do you need to add an address to get the verification code through mail? Yeah, you gotta have your address. My address doesn't show up on there. I might have changed it so it doesn't show up. I think they have a little checkbox, like if you're a home-based business, then you don't have to like have your address. Pretty sure my address shows up though. I'm not sure. Yeah, but good questions, man. I'm telling you that the Google thing is the number one thing you should get set up as soon as you start business, and just do everything you can to get them reviews. I think I'm at 31 right now. A couple of you guys left reviews, which is cool. I don't think that's, I don't know. I don't think it's illegal. And if it is, oh well. I like to live life on the edge. But yeah, I think 2 of you guys left reviews on there, which is cool. So I'm at 31 reviews, which is another thing I'm gonna be I gotta work on. I used to get reviews like crazy. There was a point where I was getting like a review or 2 every single week, and I had this nice little script, and I was real pushy with it. And then eventually, I kind of just got to the point where I stopped pushing it. So I need to start pushing on it. That or it's the employee thing where, you know, I'm kind of getting away from the field so much, and the employees aren't like pushing for the reviews. But that's my fault. I got to create a system, you know, where they can follow it, train them better. Yeah, so I just use a power washer. I really want to get I want to get a soft wash set up. I keep coming across instances where I need it, but I need to get it. I'm really thinking I might just wait till next year though. The season's gonna come to an end. It's August. It's August, but it's not slowing down for me. Last year, when August hit, it was over with. But I marketed, you know, this is interesting. Last year, I was heavy on Facebook. You should really get on Facebook too, if you're in this to win it. But this year, I haven't been on Facebook at all, and that's because somewhere along the line I messed up, and I tried to use business page manager, Facebook business page manager, thinking it would help out with managing it. And then all of a sudden I would not allow me to access it through my phone. I could only access it from a computer. And up until recently, I didn't even have a computer. I used to use a laptop, a crappy little laptop, and it wasn't ideal at all. Like, I can't go live on my I used to go live on my business page. Like, I mean, I was on it every single day, posting every single day, and Facebook was a powerful, powerful machine. But yeah, and then I ruined it, which I have to figure out. It's going to be a job over this winter. I'm going to get my business. That's why I know next year is going to be insane. I'm going to have so much in line. But what I was getting at is I used Facebook for my marketing like all the time, and come August, everything came to a dead halt, and that's because I just kind of thought of this now. I mean, older people have Facebook, but the majority of people on Facebook are younger, and August is back to school time, so everyone is saving their money for back to school shopping and whatnot, and so it just stopped. I mean, nobody was trying to get services, luxury services done. They had to save their money for back to school shopping. But now I have a really strong presence on Google, so anyone who needs it just Googles it, and we give them a quote. Driveway oil and rust stain products, please and thank you. Yeah, I'm not a master with the oil and rust stain products. I've heard what I hear. There's some products out there. It's not hard to find. Doug Ruckert has some cleaning stuff, and then F9. Oh, what's the one? What is that one called? EBC. EBC. Supposed to help, but like with oil and stuff, I think that's where where like a hot water unit really helps with the oil. I'm in Cali, so I don't know if people would even be interested in house washing because it's always sunny. Question is, would you charge the price since there's rarely mold, mildew, etc.? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know, man. I heard there you go, CLR. I heard Cali's a little crazy. They got they got a lot of restrictions. Like the power washer I have, the 8 gallon a minute unit I have, it says like in big letters on the front of it, not for sale in the state of California. No, I don't use a telescopic wand. Absolutely not, man. That thing's, I mean, I don't know, but I've heard they're crazy hard to use, and there's really no need for it at all. There you go, Zap. Yeah, if you can find a good product locally, that's the shit, because I get so sick of having to order stuff all the time, man. It's so annoying. There's all sorts of stuff I gotta order right now. Just don't want to do it. There's a guy out of, this thing is not working right. There's a guy on YouTube, he starts his video off, hey guys, clean power wash, Salisbury, Maryland. I can't remember his name. Something clean power wash, Salisbury, Maryland. That's how he starts every single video off. He's got a little badass operation going. I'll be there soon. Rob Anderson, clean power wash, Salisbury, Maryland. No. Yeah, that's his name. And but he does like rust removal and all sorts of stuff. Ask him or find out what he's using, because he's got some pretty cool like before and after videos going on. I'm upset about this thing right now. Oh, it's hot as hell. Yeah, I he does post a lot of videos, doesn't he? He like goes through phases, kind of disappear for a couple of days, and then he's like, buy him, buy him, buy him, buy him. That's how you get your followers up, though. Dude, I got this dragon juice. Yep, he does use something like that. I've heard it. I've heard him say it. I got these little, those little packets you can, like Crystal Light and stuff you can put in water bottles. Usually stay away from them because they're usually gross, but something told me to buy this A&W one. I just tried it. It's magnificent. It's like A&W Kool-Aid or something. I'm on day one of the keto diet. I tried a few days ago, failed. I'm back at it again. Pretty confident I'll stick with it this time. So I quit smoking, quit smoking cigarettes. I do use this thing, but still, man, quitting smoking even with this thing is tough. So basically I'm gonna think of it like that. Like whenever I'm craving something sweet or like junk food, I'm gonna just be like, no, just stop. Kill the craving. Kill the craving. You can do it. You've done it before. What is the surface cleaner attachment you favor? What did you do before doing power washing, window cleaning? I didn't work much, I'm not gonna lie. But then I pulled my head out of my ass, and I got a job doing tree work. I worked there for like a season, like all summer. I started in April, and then the season was over in like December. He was working us. We were in the snow, cutting down trees. But I worked there. It's awesome. Love those guys. It's fun. It was hard to walk away. It really was. But I knew I needed and wanted better things in my life. So yeah, I did tree work. And yeah, and then that winter, like when we got laid off, is when I went out cleaning windows like crazy. And that's how I stumbled across Keith Kalf's videos, because I was like watching YouTube videos, and his videos, how to make $1,000 a day trimming trees. I really wanted to start a tree service, but then he was doing the window cleaning, and then I started stumbling across window cleaning, and I was like, whoa, low overhead. And he talks about how he was out there all winter scrounging up little accounts, and I did that, and it worked, dude. And it's like, yeah, the little accounts isn't a bunch, it's not a ton of money, but it gets the ball rolling, it gets your confidence up. You're like, whoa, I can really do this, So I still admire the window cleaning, even though nowadays I really like the power washing. I just don't like going in people's homes anymore, or trusting people to go in people's homes. That's really what it is. Trusting people to be as cautious and stuff as I am. Surface cleaner, I don't really know what do you mean surface cleaner attachment? I mean, I use a surface cleaner, I gotta double check how big that thing is. It's like 18 or 24 inches. I mean, I used it with my 4-gallon-a-minute machine, so I'm thinking it's 18-inch. But it was like the cheapest surface cleaner I could find online. It was like 300 or 400. It was below 400 bucks. And I gotta put the correct tips on it. I keep forgetting to do that. I gotta put the right tips on there so I can use it with my 8-gallon-a-minute machine. But I'm excited to see how badass that thing is with the 8-gallon-a-minute. That thing's gonna like go hover off the ground because it's small, kind of small. I have a 4-gallon-a-minute 3500 psi machine. My downstream straight 12.5 at SH. It's still not hot enough. How much hose length are you running, Porter? Been quit 2 years. Pants got smaller for some reason though. I hear you there, Mike. That's why I'm on that keto today. It's my first day. I gotta lose weight, man. I don't like looking in the mirror and like, I don't like seeing my face change. I can like see my face doesn't look the same. It's all plump and stuff. I like window cleaning storefronts. I do too. I used to hate it, and then like I really loved the residential because the money was there. But then like I realized that how fast I can move now. Like I used to be really slow with the storefronts. I remember my first storefront job was like two storefronts right next to each other. I quoted one at $15 and the other was like 13, or I think the other was $15, but he gave me 20. It took me like 3 hours to clean it inside and out. Yeah, man, eyes on the prize though. Yeah, liability issues with employees. Yeah, man, it's all a challenge, but there's always a way around it. Like there's a lot of issues in my business right now that need to be resolved, but the thing is I know they can be resolved. So my anxiety isn't, you know, at one point, like I legit didn't know how to fix things, but like I know it can be fixed and I know how to do it. It's just a matter of doing it. So my anxiety isn't as bad. At some point this will be a crazy, awesome, automated business, but I just got to get there. And I'm going to keep this channel so everybody can see the growth and they can not do what I do, but hopefully I can offer advice and help everyone else out. Probably too much hose, 150 feet on the reel, drop certain percent after 50 feet, right? I've done my last couple jobs with pump up spray and that worked. A lot of my house wash jobs need a couple 100 feet of hose. Not sure how to work around that. Porter, go to pressuretech.com right now and buy an Adams injector, and the Adams downstream injector, and select the 2 to 3 gallon a minute one. It'll change your life. It'll work. Guaranteed. I promise you. 100%. If I'm wrong, I will fill up a pie tray with whipped cream and smash it on my face on camera if I'm wrong. A lot of my house washing jobs need to cover. Oh, I already read that. How much insurance for pressure washing business? It helps to change. Hey, mom's still here. It helps to change pantry to keto-friendly ingredients. Just made barbecue ribs. Word. Barbecue ribs. Yep, no problem, Porter. The thing with a 12-volt system is you don't have that oomph. It's like, you know? So, like, yeah, you could apply chemical with the 12 volt for sure, and that'd be nice. That's the goal, man. Get a 12 volt system, have someone applying the chemical with the 12 volt, and then rinsing that house off with the 8 gallon a minute machine. Be in and out of there in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. There's a lot of little tweaks to my setup too that it needs to happen, because one huge thing is the organization with the window cleaning in the van. Like I keep trying to have totes with like stuff in it, but no matter what, everything just gets unorganized, and you're like digging through stuff looking for a roll of tape or like it's just so dumb. Oh, it's the worst. How much insurance? I mean, it depends. Tony, to start off, when I started, I had a $300,000 liability insurance policy, and that was and no workman's comp. It was really just me. I mean, I'd have a helper sometimes. It probably wasn't. I mean, I had like a $300,000 policy, and it works. You know, it's legit. You have so I got my insurance. It's a $300,000 policy. That was the lowest policy you could get. But it's enough to say you have insurance. You have liability insurance. And there was one company where I was paying like $50 a month or something, and then they dropped me because there was a reason they dropped me. I think it was like my credit, for whatever reason, that affected it. And I had to go with a different company that was like twice as much. So I paid like $90 a month or something for liability insurance. And then you're insured. You have insurance, and then what's happened with me recently is where we're getting commercial work and stuff, commercial jobs where they require um, $1 million or $2 million policy and all the workman's comp stuff, $500,000 for workman's comp. So I've upgraded to all that, and honestly, the difference between a $300,000 policy and $1 million policy really isn't much anyway. It's not much at all. Um, Insurance is it's definitely doable. It's worth it. It's a peace of mind, dude. You don't want to be at a job without insurance, and there's just an anxiety. There's an anxiety. For brick, like I said, I don't have a soft wash thing. I don't have a soft wash setup, so we use a pump up sprayer. I mean, the brick we come across, it's not like I rarely will come across a place where all the brick just needs to be cleaned. It'll be like the lower 2 or 3 feet will be like nasty, or like little runoff spots, and we'll just hit it with the pump up sprayer, dwell, rinse. Hit it with the pump up sprayer, dwell, rinse. Do it 2 or 3 times. Let it dwell for a good 20, 30 minutes. Maybe not that long, but good. Let it sit on there. It don't matter how long it sits on there. It'll come off. It'll look real nice. You'll be real happy with yourself. Mike G made a statement. Roof washing. Not sure if that's a question or not. Wow. First world problems. I just read someone's Facebook status. It said, can't stand the fact that the shoes I want are more than my rent. Mad face. Come on, Mike. Come on. Yes, I did move. My landlord is a slumlord. Or was a slumlord. He's not getting my security deposit back, even though I didn't do anything. I wish I did. I should have punched a bunch of holes in his walls or something. Jag off, man. His house was a turd. Oh. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with this estimate. Don't know what to do. No way. That'd be so many filters. Or like using, yeah, no, I don't filter the water. They get water spots if they don't want their windows clean. But that's what, I throw it in there. Like when I do a house wash, I throw it in there. Again, the customer factor kind of says like, it's our recommendation to get at least a basic window cleaning with a house wash to avoid any spotting on your windows. Something simple like that. You don't want to like give them a huge spiel, like sound like you're upselling and desperate, but yeah. You get rid of your setup, like the truck, the van, the trailer. Yeah, I can, but it's nothing impressive. It's a messy setup right now. I'll do that, but man, there's a lot I want to get in order. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this gutter cleaning estimate. It's in the ghetto. It's in the ghetto. You gotta have thick skin to go around doing estimates in the ghetto. I was walking around. There's like one section of there where it's really bad. There's like all these people hanging out, smoking cigars. Some of them, there's like 4 chicks standing outside. They're like, hey, call me when you get home. Like, I was like right next, like, call me when you get home. Like, looking at me straight. I was like, I just pretended like I didn't hear them. I was like, y'all have a good day. And then they're like, he said have a good day. And then she's like, maybe he didn't hear you. She's like, nah, he heard me. I was like, power walking with my little wheel. I gotta get out of here. There's some real cringy people in this space. I'm not one to talk about people, but I just see certain names and I'm like, yeah, they definitely. They were smoking cigars, and I'm pretty sure one of them ran over a skunk or something like 5 minutes ago. Oh, it's worth it, Tim J. It's worth it. I ain't scared. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna hire a couple more people and train them real well and collect my check from within the confines of my little office. I'm just kidding. It's really not that bad. I'm making it sound worse than it is. It's broad daylight. There's only been like 4 murders in broad daylight compared to the 26 at nighttime. Just kidding. What's next? Storm Singa says, I don't know. What is next? I need some question. You guys got it all figured out? Do you do a lot of work for realtors and make ready businesses or property manager companies? No, I don't. I find I've been getting a lot of reads on people. So the like I think there's been 3 realtors I've actually done estimates for, and I've been done estimates for their personal home. And they always throw it out there. They'll be like, yeah, I'm actually a realtor for blah blah blah, and they're obviously successful realtors. They got a nice big house and whatever. But I don't care what they tell me. Like, everyone is the same, because people tell you whatever to get a good deal, And then there's the famous people who are like, yeah, I usually clean my windows myself. I just didn't feel like doing it, so we'll see how much it is. Like throwing it out there like they're not going to hire you unless it's a good deal. And it's just like, I'm done. I don't give out good deals anymore, because every single time you're there, you're doing it. Those are the people who are so particular, and you're there for 2, 3, 4 hours longer than you planned on being. Ruins your whole day. I've just learned my lesson. You guys can learn the hard way, or you can take my word for it. I'm by far the most expensive in my community, but I know I'm worth it. Exactly. That's what's up, David Smith. I meant next goal, but you answered it already. Have the employees deliver the check. Yeah, there's a lot of goals. Next goal is I'm gonna make a private YouTube channel, and it's gonna have instructional videos on how to do every single thing. As simple as how to carry a ladder, how to unload a ladder, how to strap a ladder down, how to roll out the hoses, how to, just every single thing, every single simple task. I'm going to break it down into like 66 directions, little videos. And so employees can watch all this stuff, and I'm going to have everyone watch this before they even come out on the job, so then people can have a clue as to what to do, and they can kind of know. There's still going to be training in the field training, but um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. A good vacation, yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. I got to get out of this state, is what I got to do. Someone commented, I doubt he's on here now. I got a weird comment on a YouTube video. Some guy saying he has a big power washing business in Ohio, and he wants to, he travels a lot, and he wants to come out and kind of shadow and see how I work. And he has $100,000 in equipment, and he's willing to bring it down and put it to work. I'm like, okay. I just kind of ignored it. There's no way you have $100,000 in power washing equipment. I mean, maybe, but it's not reality. Good talk, brother. Bedtime. I hear you, man. How long we been on here? It's gotta be over an hour. I'm from Illinois. DeKalb, Illinois. Whew, 62 minutes. 62 minutes. Utah. Utah. St. Louis. Las Vegas. Cool. That'd be a cool place to live. Las Vegas might be one of my next vacation spots. Louisiana, nice and humid, lots of green stuff growing. Stolen? What do you mean stolen? VA, Middle Peninsula, the Bay. I'm from the Bay. I'm from the Bay. From the Bay. Yo, I'm from the Bay. I'm from the Bay. It gets real. $111 degrees. What? What? I don't know how I'd react. Do you run into Mr. Rab Anderson? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I would. You guys deal with a lot of competition. I'm blessed to like not have much competition locally. I got a little competition like a little farther. What would that be? East, a little farther east, but and a little farther west. But like probably within a 30-mile radius of me, I'm the top dog. So that's nice. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I would react to like. I'd probably still do my thing, but the competition makes me wonder if I would be a little different with my pricing. But like, I go into pricing pretty confident, like, because it's. I mean, I have competition, but they're schmucks. But like, so like, I'm the top dog. I'm starting to sound conceited right now. I don't want to, but the reality of it is, I got I got the best like online presence, and I look the best on paper, I guess. So it helps me when I send them an estimate. I don't even really worry about the price. But like if I had like a really high-end company, like with multiple crews and they had their stuff together, sometimes I wonder if I would try to competitively quote things because I'm worried they're gonna get it. $150 house marsh guy. Yeah, guys like that, I wouldn't even. I'd be like, whatever, you can have it, you know. I, you know. Oh, he wasn't gonna bring. He wasn't gonna bring 100. He, I don't know. He was trying to sound like he was like a big power wash guy, and he was gonna bring all his equipment down and help me work and stuff. But if he brought $100,000 worth of equipment down here, we would be done with work in like half a day. Have no work left. I'm having a bad day right now with this damn jewel. Just want a good hit. How much money would you spend on about 8,000 door hangers or postcards? Magnets with emergency coming in. I don't know if I'd be part of those shenanigans. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Let's think about that. So for 1,000 6x9 postcards, which I use them as door hangers too. I wonder if I got one. I think y'all have seen them if you watch my channel. I spend just under $100. I think it's 95 bucks, and they're a way better present. They're way better looking than a little door magnet. A little magnet, is that what it is? A little. I just probably would stick with the postcards. Yeah, I agree with Don. John, the thing with Cali is, I don't know. I mean, I'd start a power washing business pretty much any state, but I'd start a power washing business in Cali. Heck yeah. The thing with Cali is, you just like I'm sure from my understanding is there's a lot more regulation and stuff with like pollution and whatnot. So like I think there's a lot of reclaim companies like they might clean stuff, but they gotta reclaim all that dirty water. So I mean, it sounds like big money, but it's probably a little more to invest in. But that's all right. It's just it is what it is. You gotta invest a little more. But again, I'm not like a California regulations expert. I just know the minute amount of info that I know. But yeah, I'd start a power washing business in Cali because that's huge money. If you can get that ball rolling, that's the best feeling in the world. Taking your shoes off, man. Actually, it's taking the socks off. Getting home and taking the shocks off. That's the best feeling right there. But yeah, if you get that water reclaim business going, that's huge money. Putting my rig together actually. You are the one of my maintenance duties. Watching you get up in your upbeat self. Yeah, man, you gotta stay positive. It's not fun being night. I mean, don't. You only see the highlights on YouTube, you know? You see me when I'm in a good mood. I'm not gonna come on here when I'm like pissed off, but um, I try really hard to stay positive, dude. Cause like, especially like if I'm around like my employees. My employees have seen me pissed off. The two guys I got working for me, they've seen me irritated with them, and just in a bad mood. And it reflects. It's just a bad vibe all around, and You know, if I was like around a boss who was just pissed off all the time, I'd be looking for a new job. Like, there's no way I'm gonna stick around for that. So, try to keep it level-headed, but I'm human also. We're all human. By the way, I use it's the website's the number 25gfx.com. It's actually my buddy Devin. He owns um, a really nice digital media, and he does a lot of local stuff, and he's a badass designer. I've been wanting to have him redo my logo and stuff, but I'm too cheap, and I keep having Fiverr do it. But there's a couple guys that watch the channel who have had him design their logos, and he showed me their logos. They're badass. He's badass at his stuff. And then, but he does all my postcards and business cards and all that stuff, and it's the best prices I've ever found, and it's quality work. Tell him I sent you. He keeps messaging me and stuff saying, "Hey, thanks." I keep telling him, thanks doesn't pay my bills, but I'm just kind of busting his balls. Yes, that is true, Scott. Sorry, I'm like scrolling around all over the place. I didn't read Scott's. There's 150 guys. Or maybe I did read that. Do you think about how small info will be? There are going to be other people advertising too. Yeah. There's one I don't know if you guys have this in your area. There's an advertising route I want to try. It's called, for out here, it's called New Value Magazine. And they send this magazine to every single residential address in DeKalb County, which is, there's a lot of addresses. And it's a magazine. It's just filled with like ads and advertising and coupons and stuff. And they send it out every month and a half. And it's like almost, I think it's like $1,000 for a full page, or like 400 for a quarter page, but that would be an awesome route. I think I really want to try that. Start a fire, putting out business in Cali. Yeah, I don't think they got any successful businesses out there yet. High taxes in California. Yeah. Yeah, everything's expensive in California. Even power washing. Best thing to start in Cali. Packing up and moving out. I got some friends that moved to Cali and they love it, and they said they're never coming back, so I don't know. Mobile oil change. Tire rotation in Cali. Make a quick buck. Or make bucks. Don, you gotta snap out of it, man. Gotta get yourself motivated, man. No, I hear you. It gets exhausting sometimes. What are you struggling with, Don? There's got to be something you're overwhelmed about, where you're just wishing in your head. You're like, man, I wish I didn't have to deal with this all the time. Life would be so much easier if I didn't have to deal with blank. What is it? Fuck, 1:20 p.m. I gotta go to bed, man. Let's help my friend Steph and Richard make 3,000 subs. Oh, look at the window cleaner is helping Mr. Stefford Richardson get 3,000 subs on his YouTube channel, but someone tells me that I'm his favorite YouTuber, and he's not gonna help me. It's alright, I don't need you anyway, Luke. I don't need you anyway. Oh, Steve-O. Steve-O's been around a quick minute. He deserves it. He deserves it. He's a good guy. waiting for Don to respond, and then I'm probably out of here unless I get like a bunch of people engaging. I mean, oh, you need me to repeat my question? Let me try this. Whoa. I think that was the money. Alright, well, I'm going to give you 20 more seconds there, Donnie boy. Ooh, my back hurt. Tree work would be a fun business, though. I still think about it sometimes. I don't know how Keith does tree work and window cleaning. Basically, you'd have to have two different businesses to do something like that. They do not even go anywhere close to hand in hand. And I'm sick of. Never mind. I'm sick of Ponzi schemes, man. Night, Mama Dukes. It's like it's nighttime, I guess. Night, Port of Maine. Whew, my back hurts, man. I'm waiting for everybody to say goodnight to me. It helps me sleep at night. Oh, you know what? For anyone who's still on, I'm gonna do a contest. One that's good night, autumn. I'm gonna do a contest. I gotta think of it, so it's a little easier. Well, no, the other one's good, but I'm gonna do a contest, a giveaway contest. But there's some rules. You gotta share it, man. I'm trying to get my subscriptions up. It's been going up, but I feel like we're moving at a snail's pace, and I don't want people to be greedy with the info, with the help. Let's let's help everyone out. Let's see how many subscribers I'm at. Truth is, man, nobody's on YouTube. It's crazy. People like, you know, what's funny is, I'll say this and then I'm out. There's my the mother of my children. I have to word this correctly. The mother of my children has a sister, and her sister's boyfriend slash soon to be husband has left a union job, and he's now become a power washer after probably after seeing how quick I've came up. He's a power. He does his business is called Para Services, Para Pro Serv. It's just like mine, and he does power washing, but he does like all sorts of stuff, and I don't think he realizes it's gonna backfire on him. He does like all of it, like he thinks that's gonna help, which it doesn't. You gotta focus on being an expert at a few services, because you just can't be. You know, there was one perfect man, and they named him God or Jesus or something, and you know, So you can't be good at everything, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, he's been like power washing and stuff, and my she his my the children of my mom of my the mother of my children, her sister, who was dating this guy, was asking me a bunch of business questions yesterday. You know, and I'm like, I just share it because I'm like, if you're smart, you could just go on YouTube. And she's like, asked me like what my prices were and stuff. And like I would be hesitant to say anything because she wasn't trying to tell me what they were charging. I was like, I don't care. Like we should be open about it, so then we're not like screwing each other and underbidding each other. You're looking at it the wrong way. Like if we're open about it, we could help each other out. So then we're like on the same page, and you know. So you know, basically, like if we're in the same bubble, you get the most. You can undercut me by $20 or something, whatever. Asking me a bunch of business questions, but it was just like basic questions. It's like if this stuff really concerned you, you could literally go online for a little bit and figure it all out. Just crazy. You know, if you're like on this channel and you're like actually actively seeking information, you're like light years ahead of so many people. For real. Like just stop. If you're doubting yourself at all, just stop. Just roll. Just go with it. You got this. Oh, sorry, Mike. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Kind of tired. I'm just mumbling. No, you didn't, Mike. You didn't win. Nobody's won yet. One guy came within $8 of it, and it wasn't you. It's under $1,000. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I'm gonna do some type of contest. I'm just trying to think of what it is and how to set it up because I really want people to share it. Like I want the requirements to be that you have to share the channel or share videos to like some of these Facebook pages. I just really want to get my subscribers up. That's all. I'm gonna do something cool, man. Something real cool. I'll do a few of them. I'm gonna start off small, and when it gets bigger, think of how cool it would be if we had like a power washer giveaway contest, like a 4 gallon a minute. Start your own business. That'd be sweet. Dude, and nobody's doing that. See? You know, like that's how I know it would boom because it's like there ain't nobody doing stuff like that. Yeah, I mean people give away like squeegee channels and stuff, but like how bad do you really want a squeegee channel? If it was something worth it, you'd actually partake in that. All right, I'm done, you guys. Hey, thanks for watching. I keep seeing a lot of the same